Alphabet Soup may contain topics that may be triggering to some listeners. This episode contains mentions of incest, pedophilia, rape, politics, guns, and talk about religion. It's time for Alphabet Soup. Hello and welcome to Alphabet Soup, everyone. Today I am your host, Nova. I use they, them. Our co-host is Mac and goes by she, her. Today we are joined by our special guest, Elyse, who uses she, her.
Hello.
All right, let's get right into it. Elyse, how do you identify?
I am a cis woman, and I am asexual and biromantic.
How do you think your identity kind of affects your everyday life? Like, what kind of things maybe has it opened up to you or something?
Well, for me, asexuality is probably the biggest thing that I've had troubles with because I only recently found out that I had romantic attraction. So I'm often told that the right person will come along, or that I just haven't matured yet. And I'm 18.
Yeah.
And I haven't really felt sexual attraction. So I don't think it's gonna come anytime soon.
Yeah, that's the struggle being ace, because I definitely had that. Did you ever do the thing where you forced yourself to have a crush, or was that just me?
Oh yeah. In junior high,
Yeah.
there was this guy that everybody had a crush on. His name was Vincent. And I was like, you know what? I mean, I don't know what a crush is, but I guess I have a crush on him. And I went up and gave him my number. And he gave it to his psycho girlfriend, who called me and said that she would like beat me up if I ever tried to talk to him again. And I was like, it was literally a joke. Like, me giving him my number, I wasn't serious. It was a joke. So that was fun.
Yeah, I forced myself to have a crush also in junior high. It was just something that I was just like was decently good friends with, had a lot in common, and I was like, bro, I totally like this person. And then all my friends are like, you need to give him your number, and I was like, okay. And then I got to high school and I was like, you know what, I just want to be this dude's friend. Like, I don't want to date. That's weird. Yeah, that's
I feel that. I would I was obsessed with those princess Disney movies when I was a kid, and so I really wanted that for myself. I don't know why. It wasn't about the person. It was just, I want to be a Disney princess. And so I would pick a guy to have a crush on every year. Like, I had no feelings for him. I was just like, I have a crush on you.
There
now.
was another
It was weird.
Another guy who I genuinely thought for a long time that I had a crush on. His name was Cody, and the reason why I felt that way was because everyone thought we would be like the cutest couple, and he felt the same way. And then we were friends, and we talked again in high school, and we were like, yeah, we never really had feelings for each other. It was just peer pressure. All peer pressure.
I think friends being like, oh, you guys would be cute is kind of, I feel like it can be damaging. It can be more damaging than helpful sometimes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mac, you and I had that conversation about before recording about people saying, oh, you'd be cute together. And it can be more hurtful sometimes than helpful. I don't think people realize that.
Yeah. Shipping, I hate shipping real people. I got into the whole Minecraft YouTuber thing recently, and people are shipping these real people, and some of these ships, Dream and his sister, really people are shipping Dream, a 21-year-old man, with his 14-year-old sister, as if that's okay.
No, kind of got into the dream stuff. Wanda got me into it. She was helping me watch. She made me an entire PowerPoint on all of the people in the Dream SMP.
Oh yeah. I feel like that's also a very like cool thing. Minecraft SMP. YouTubers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on the classics. My favorite.
Oh my gosh.
This is actually a good segue into one of my next questions. What's some media you enjoy, either as maybe a baby gay or, just now? What is some of your favorite media? Or media you don't enjoy? I don't know.
Like music is one of my favorite things. Like Girl in Red. I especially like using it as like every time I make a joke about how I'm gay. Like I made this TikTok where I was like, this person was being homophobic and I was like, it's okay, you can come out anytime. And I had Girl in Red playing in the background. And I had lesbian earrings in. It was just all like coming together, and it went viral because of that. People were like, Girl in Red, Girl in Red. Yeah.
It's all coming together.
Your lesbian earrings are amazing. I wish I wore earrings.
Oh yeah.
I would wear some if I wore earrings.
Yeah. I collected Littlest Pet Shops when I was a kid, and I have turned all of them into earrings. Best thing I've ever done.
I saw a lot of the ones you made with the toys I sent you. They turned out really well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Pokemon card ones are pretty cool.
Yeah, I just had a lot of energies and I don't play the actual game.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna use these. They just take up space in my little thing.
Yeah, it'd be like that. But then a lot of YouTubers too. Like I think some of the things that I watched that should have hinted at the fact that I was definitely was the fact that I would watch Markiplier and Jacksepticeye constantly. All the time.
That gives me asexual vibes.
It's okay.
That works because
and I didn't find them attractive. I just thought they were funny.
Yeah. I just think they look like their hair color and stuff, they just look very aesthetic.
Oh yeah. Mark with his long hair is so nice. And now I watch Ethan too. That's a very
Unis and Honest
queer thing.
Oh, my friend is obsessed
I didn't know about it until it was too late.
Oh yeah.
But I found an archive, and
she made me.
I was just gonna say maybe I watched some archived videos after they deleted their channel. You didn't hear that from me though.
If you want, I still have an hour-long recording of the live stream because my friend made me record it for her because she couldn't see it.
I'd probably want to see that. I couldn't watch the live stream because I had stuff to do. I also need sleep. But yeah, I also found Unis Honest too late. I found it a month before, I think. And
Fish told me about it 3 weeks before, and I don't know, I was intimidated, I guess, by the name of it all. And then after everyone started talking about it, when it got deleted, I was like, huh. Well, I know it's too late, but maybe I could find something.
You saw all these clips of just these two idiots having fun and being themselves, and you were like, this doesn't really fit the theme, at all.
Because the theme was death, wasn't it? Wasn't the theme we're all gonna die? It was really dark.
How your time is limited, and you have to take every second you have.
Yeah.
And then their first video was them baking with sex toys.
Sex toys?
Yeah, I watched that one. It was really funny.
It was very good.
I have not watched any of them. My friend
That
wants me
one's
to, though.
That one's one of the classics.
Have you ever
Oh my
listened
gosh.
to Dodie? Because she's amazing.
I first heard a Dodie song on TikTok like a year ago, and it was She. And I should have known.
She's good.
Right then that I was biromantic because I would sing that song and listen to it nonstop. And eventually I got into her other songs, and I have just a playlist of my favorite songs from her that I listen to when I'm kind of sad.
Yeah.
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 It's so good. One of my favorites is Would You Be So Kind? That one is so good.
That one is very good.
That one's amazing.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
I don't know why, but Monster is one of my favorites.
I think I've just listened to it so much that it's become my
Elyse,
favorite.
When would you say your gay awakening was? How would you describe your gay awakening? Just tell us about your gay awakening.
I think I found out what asexual was when I was a freshman in high school. And I was like, there's a term for that exists.
Yeah.
I thought that I had to have attraction and that it was weird to not have attraction. I, however, didn't realize that I had any sort of romantic attraction until quarantine happened and I started feeling lonely. And then I started wanting to be in a relationship. And I didn't really care who it was with.
I can't remember when you came to that realization. I think we had a conversation about it on like Snapchat, didn't we?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, asexual is just like, it's just a label that no one ever knows about, and then they find it and they're like, oh my god. Because I had a similar experience where I didn't know about it till high school when I had an ace friend. I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it should be talked about a lot more.
Well, I think all like labels, at least like the big ones, should be talked about more. Like, I think they should be taught in school and stuff, like, more than they are.
Yeah. Because I think forcing myself to be something I'm not definitely took a toll on my mental health.
Oh yeah, it does that. It's not fun.
Mm-hmm. I had an ace friend. We were like childhood friends. We grew up together, and she told me that she was asexual without knowing the term for it like sometime in middle school. It was really interesting to me because it was something that I felt like we all had this idea, and we knew that she didn't like people the same way that we did, but none of us knew the term for it. It was just kind of a commonly understood thing among us.
No one ever knows the term, and so it's always like high school that people find the term, high school or college, and they're like, oh geez, that's perfect, because no one talks about it.
Yeah.
No, and it gets left out a lot because there's a lot of discourse on it for honestly no reason. There's not a reason for there to be as much discourse about it as there is.
Yeah.
I recommend checking out this Instagram page. This girl is creating a what's it called? A whole show dedicated to ace representation. It's really good.
We reached the part where we'll probably talk about something random in the middle, and I was gonna bring up, how is, because you are a Christian.
Yes.
How does being Christian and how does that affect you?
So I grew up in a very forward-thinking church. My pastor is pro-choice and pro-LGBT, and we even have an intern pastor who is non-binary. So, very forward-thinking. We've also had a transgender intern pastor. Nice. So, in my own church, I never felt discriminated against. I never felt lesser than. I always felt loved. And that's what Christianity is about, which is why I'm thankful that I grew up in this church. Because I doubt I'd be Christian if I grew up in any other church.
Yeah.
But online, through experiences, people often assume that I'm a lesbian. That, like, conservatives will go onto my page from, like, a comment of me standing up for LGBT rights, and they will say that I'm not a true Christian, and how can I be, like, a lesbian and Christian? And I'm like, first off, I'm not a lesbian.
Everyone always thinks I'm a lesbian too.
Yeah.
Thankful that you think, like, that's such a compliment to me, because lesbians are, like, the coolest people.
Yeah.
I know.
But I'm like, you do realize that like all of the scriptures that they pull are either about pedophilia or they're about not having consent, not about homosexuality itself. That's like taking verses about straight couples and rape and saying that because of that, being straight is a sin.
Yeah.
It's not really true.
They reach a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the case with a lot of, like, persecution from Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't really raised in a Christian household, but I am, like, registered as a Catholic. But I always kind of deterred from it, and I just did it because, like, my mom wanted me to do it. But I was kind of deterred from it because my family's kind of Catholic, and they were always not, like, they were not the most welcoming to, like, anything about, like, that. Like, my grandma, because my brother grew his hair out a bit more, so it's about longer than mine. And she definitely called him a slur for having longer hair. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
She also recently found out I was non-binary, but I never got to know, like, her reaction because she came back in when my mom was telling me. So I don't know how that's gonna be the next time I see her. But yeah,
that sounds.
Yeah, they always kind of judged me because my aunt would, like, I only know my aunt said this because her kids would repeat it to me, but they'd be like, "Oh, you're destroying your hair by dyeing it. You look stupid because you dye your hair," and stuff like that. So they just aren't, like, very accepting in general. So I was kind of deterred from it.
Yeah. I'm very thankful for my family. My grandma straight up took me to get my hair dyed. Iconic. We love her.
My other grandma encourages me to dye my hair a lot. And she's like, "It looks so good." And yeah, I'm thankful for her. She's really nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice. My grandmother wasn't on board with it until after I dyed my hair, so I mean, it could have been worse.
But there's not a reason to have a problem with dyed hair because it's hair. It grows back. Like, because my grandma kind of, like, got... Both of them were kind of like, do you really want to do that to your hair when I cut it as short as I did? And I was like, yeah, like, if I don't like it, it's just gonna grow back. It's hair, like, it'll grow back, it'll be fine. It's my hair, it's my, like, decision what to do with it, and it's how I want to express myself. And, yeah, being against that's just kind of stupid, in my opinion.
I love how we're talking about dyed hair on an LGBT plus podcast, because it's just such a cool thing.
And, like... I already want to dye my hair again. I want to dye it all black.
I did that once. That's because my hair looked gross after I dyed it blue.
I've been rewatching playthroughs of, like, RPG horror games, which was, like, what I was obsessed with in junior high. Like, The Witch's House, Eve, Corpse Party. And, like, a lot of the characters have black hair. and blue eyes. And I'm like, wow, they look so good. I want to look like that.
You know, thinking about it, my hair is probably most of the reason people probably think I'm a lesbian. Because I have the, like, because if you think about it, like, the classic, typical, stereotypical non-binary culture and the stereotypical, like, kind of, like, more butch lesbian culture, it's just, there's a thin line in between it. Like, they're both kind of known for, like, button-ups, like, the short, like, undershave with a little floofy top a lot of times. It's probably why people think I'm a lesbian.
That's such a pretty look.
Ethan Nestor type beat. Have you seen his shirts? I swear, half the time he dresses like a lesbian, and I'm here for it.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I told my cousin because my cousin is gay. And I was like, yeah, I'm non-binary. And he goes, really? We all thought you were a lesbian. I was like, I mean, we all kind of knew you were gay since elementary school. And he goes, yeah, you know, that was obvious, but I thought you were a lesbian. I was like, I'm not.
Being a lesbian would be nice, though.
Yeah.
But, like, gamer boys,
I'm surprised people didn't figure it out sooner, honestly.
They're so perfect.
If you are comfortable sharing, how did you come out? Like, to your parents, to friends?
So I came out to my mom, I think when I was like a freshman or sophomore. And I said, you know, I think I'm asexual. I don't feel attraction to people. And she basically said, you know, that's okay, but you never know, the right person might come along. But I'm just thankful she didn't say the right man.
Yeah.
That is good.
Which
she had the spirit.
Like, I didn't even have to. The way I came out as biromantic was I ordered a bisexual pride flag on our shared Amazon, and I was like, can I get this? And they were like, yeah, sure. So that I didn't have to worry about because my family's so open and welcoming. I think it was just more a lack of understanding.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Asexuality is kind of hard to understand.
And it's not talked about a lot. Like, a lot of people don't know about it.
Yeah.
As we have stated multiple times.
From then on, I made jokes about it, and I made a joke about it in front of the entire family, and my dad was really confused. He was like, what are you talking about? And my mom was like, did she not tell you that she was asexual? And he was like, what? No. And then I was like, oh, I forgot to tell him. So that's how my dad found out. And I basically said, like, I don't... You yell a lot. Which is why I don't talk to you about my personal stuff. Like, not that he would yell at me for being asexual, but I just
it's just kind of
don't like talking to him as much as my mom.
Yeah, it's
so he found out via a joke. He controls the Amazon account, so he knew about.
I found out because you were posting stuff about it on your private Instagram story, and that's how I knew. And then I messaged you, and I was like, bruh, Ace Club? I'm pretty sure that's how that went. I don't remember.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Ace memes. They're very funny to me.
They are funny. You always gotta have the cake.
Yeah. And dragons.
They do.
Dragons have such asexual energy.
Why have attraction when you could just think dragons are really cool?
I should have known when I drew a white and purple dragon in frickin' junior high. I have the picture somewhere.
I have something I think you will enjoy.
Oh, did you hear my mom telling me to go to sleep?
No, but I see an asexual clarinet, and that's my mega mood because I play clarinet.
Yes. Oh my god, it's such asexual energy.
It is, though.
My friend plays it as well.
I love that.
I'll be honest, I played it for 4 years. I have not played in 2 years. I don't think I could remember how to play very well. Like, I got out of band and I just forgot, like, everything about music, and I was like, Jesus.
Oh, I felt that. I tried to learn how to play Megalovania. That song's way too fast for me. Fun fact.
It's so fast. A lot of things, like, I hit college and I just forgot, like, everything. My brain just had no capacity left.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad that doesn't happen with me and drawing, because I straight up didn't draw, like, all summer. And, I drew again. I drew Skeppy in the maid costume. That was what brought me back.
I wish I was
I'm gonna send the dragon.
Show me the dragon.
It's like straight up white with purple eyes.
I love that.
So asexual.
That is
mega
energy.
Glorious.
Yeah, I used the grid method, which is why it looks so good. But the shading is pretty good.
I see a trans trumpet. My friend.
I was doing, all my friends are band kids, and so they, what's it called?
That's amazing.
I was doing their
What's
pride
also
flags
amazing is I know a trans person who played trumpet at one point.
Yeah, trumpet's really, like, widespread.
Yeah.
I feel like the trumpet is the most memed instrument. I follow a lot of, like, musical meme pages, too, because I play the cello, and I think they're funny.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's always, like, trumpets are so annoying. Like, they're so loud and obnoxious, and everybody hates them.
Okay, but here's the thing. Like, you haven't been in a band setting, right, Elyse?
No, I don't think so.
From someone who has been in a band setting, those memes are 100% accurate, at least for my band, because literally, aside from the percussion, they were the loudest and most annoying people ever. Maybe the trombones were a little bit more annoying sometimes, but it was just, they're just so bad. Like, no hate to trumpet players, but God, those memes just are accurate.
They are.
Yeah.
They're so accurate.
I actually chose the cello. It was between the cello and the viola, and I was like, well, if I play the cello, I always get to sit down. And if I play viola, I might have to stand up. So I chose the cello.
Stand and play the cello? I don't know. I started on the violin, and then I hated that, and now I play clarinet. I like that much more, and then I quit. Yeah, band is fun. Band is always full of, well, the music departments are always full of a lot of either really weird kids or very gay kids.
I went to a middle school for the arts back in, anyways. I went to that school, and it was quite fun. I was very convinced that, like, straight people were in the minority there. They weren't.
I feel like the arts is also something very gay.
It is. Bruh, straight people don't do the arts. That's gay, dude.
Exactly. Like, even the straight kids were, like, the jockiest of jocks were not homophobic.
I mean, I guarantee, like, so many people... And, like, I was in orchestra. Orchestra and band were separate. So many people in that room were either gay or they were okay with gay people. Like, they supported gay people.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the choir was, like, probably... Like, everyone in the choir at my school gave off, like, bi energy. The band was just a mix of, like, a lot of things. And I don't know. The orchestra was just kind of laid back and just full of, like, lesbians, I think.
Yeah, I feel like choir is very bi.
Choir has very big bi energy. Orchestra has, like, bi and, like, lesbian energy, I think, and then band is literally just whatever you can throw in there.
I feel like band is a mix of gay and homophobia. At least that's what I got from my...
You're right, though. Like, there's just, like, a lot of them were really, really homophobic, and a lot of them were just very gay.
A lot of it was probably internalized homophobia.
Oh, probably.
Like, they were definitely closeted.
For sure. I went to a really cool middle school. It was really great, and like there wasn't homophobia there because everybody was queer.
Lovely.
Well, not everybody, but
yeah,
everyone within my circle. And I was so confused when in freshman year I saw a post on Instagram saying stop calling things gay.
Oh, I was young enough, or like I'm old enough now, where I was just in the last era of people calling things gay as an insult. Like I definitely remember when they started putting up those posters around school, and I definitely like heard kids say that, but it was just in the ending. But that was like it was elementary school, and I went to a country school because I went where all the farm kids went. So
I saw this old like commercial from the 2000s, and it was like this anti-cigarette commercial. Ooh. And it was like two guys standing really close to each other, and they went into a bathroom. Yeah,
oh God,
and it was like, are they gay or are they smoking? That was the Onion.
That was the Onion.
I saw it on TikTok, and I was like, this is the funniest crap I've ever seen. That's hilarious.
I mean, that would have been hilarious if it was real. Okay, I don't know if they were doing this in your area, but we had some really crazy Trump supporters in my area the other day, and they were like standing on corners with guns. So it was freaky.
Yeah, I don't either.
I will try and find a picture. It was freaky. Oh my God, that's amazing.
Ew. I'm thankful that I live in a blue county.
They're carrying guns too, and it was freaky.
I'm thankful that I live in a blue county.
My state went.
There was actually a couple days after the election results came in, there was a post on Twitter from like the college like Republican group, and they're like, we need to arm up, and they're like, oh no, we were just talking about our right to bear arms, and I'm like, no, you guys were literally like threatening to shoot up the college. I was actually kind of scared to go to class.
That's so Caitlyn
true.
Right there.
It was.
Oh my gosh, there's this like conservative that I kind of respected, and then she said that she like supported and looked up to Caitlyn Bennett, and I was like,
Ooh.
this is why I don't trust conservatives.
Isn't Caitlyn Bennett's husband like a closeted homo, like closeted gay or something like that? I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't keep up, and I don't
also
really care about her.
Oh, what's that? Like, it's these Christian girls, and they have a YouTube where they talk about how they didn't kiss. Girl Defined.
Girl Defined, I heard it.
Yes.
I watched a lot of videos.
Strange Aeons reviews that. That's the only reason
I saw the Cody Co video of him reacting to one of their videos with my sister. It was so funny.
Strange Aeons.
I used to watch Dear Mr. Atheist, and he had like an entire series on their videos.
Oh yeah, I just discovered Dear Mr.
He is. I haven't watched them in a while. Like I watched it when I was a senior in high school, and so I don't know. I just haven't watched YouTube a lot lately. Yeah, but he was pretty good. Yeah.
I can't get over this Chase article.
It was so fun. It made so many people mad.
Let me find.
I love The Onion. Oh my gosh, completely random, but have you guys seen that TikTok of that girl who it's like the I'm not ready to die, not yet? Oh.
I don't know TikTok.
This TikTok is so good. It's like this conservative, and it's like people getting mandatory vaccines, and she's like, no, I refuse to get it. And
yeah, I've seen like so many of those where she
gets like beat up, like she pretends to get beat up, and she goes to heaven, and she's like, I'm your faithful servant because I refuse to get a vaccine.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, I got on Trump TikTok today, and I don't know how I did that. Like, a video popped up, and it was like, it was something about, because it was right after the election, or during the election, and it was about how, like, oh yeah, all the states are blue. We'll just wait till 5 o'clock when all the Republicans get off work. And then I thought it was gonna be a stitch, and I was like, wait, no, it's not. Like, I just literally got on Trump TikTok, and I was like, get me out of here.
I really want to find this TikTok because it's so hilarious. It's so
funny.
There's
been a couple of them because there was like, I remember seeing one like where she was in line at CVS and she was throwing like a fit about it, and people were like, "Bro, you mean you're really gonna go get in line to get a vaccine just to throw a fit about it?"
Yeah, exactly.
It was funny. They strive so hard. Crazy. It's funny at this point.
I found one of the parody ones. I'm gonna copy the link.
Elyse, did you see the one about the lady with the mask? Where she
held
the squirt bottle and she was like aggressively squirting it and she's like, "This is a sneeze."
Yeah, and she squirted it once, like normally, and nothing went through. People have literally put those.
People were putting it over their faucets, and I saw someone put it in a shower, and it was holding it. It was just coming out the underside.
And it's like she shoved it through, and it's like, of course it's not gonna work when you do that. I'm pretty sure I'm not sneezing like this.
No, it dripped down the back too.
Oh, I have a friend who does that.
We're not all dads, okay?
We're not all dads. Oh my god.
Thank you for appreciating that joke.
We don't all dad sneeze.
I was very unsure of that. And then I said it and I was like, "Oh. It's out now."
Oh, that was really good actually.
I swear, I thought that was just a thing about my dad. And then I started seeing memes about it and I was like, "Whoa, this is a common thing?" I feel like I sneeze really loud too. I get a lot from my dad. Mostly his bad qualities. I got all of his bad qualities and all of my mom's good qualities, which is a very bad mixture.
Nah. I mean, Elyse, have you ever seen my boyfriend?
I've probably seen pictures, but I've never met him.
Like you know he's the same height as me, right?
Oh no, I didn't know that.
He is the same height as me, but according to his wingspan, he's supposed to be 5'6". It's just his spine is compressed, and he has very bad joints.
Oh yeah. If you like that.
He has really long arms and legs.
I just remembered another very cool thing that I have become obsessed with, and it's platforms. I am obsessed with platforms.
Yes.
I have these brown ones that I wear all the time, and I don't wear I wear them because I'm obsessed with feeling tall. I'm
How tall are you?
5'4".
I suddenly feel much taller.
I think your closet in general is very because I've seen the kind of things you wear.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably why people think you're a lesbian, let's be honest.
I dress every single branch of my style knows no bounds. But yeah. The tallest heels I have ever worn are 6-inch. And I could barely walk in those, but my platforms are 4.
Could never. I don't like heels, they suck.
I feel really tall in them, but I'm not actually that tall.
I have high top Converse that make me feel tall, even though they don't boost my height at all. They just make.
Yeah, I wish I had high top Converse.
They're nice. I like high top Converse. I like my Converse because they're the all black ones, and so they kind of give me the feel of combat boots without having to wear combat boots. And so I wear them, and then I feel like a badass.
Yeah, I had some that were all black. I got them at Goodwill, and then they started ripping, and I couldn't wear them anymore, and it was so sad. So I got Vans instead.
Okay, anyone have anything else to say before we wrap up?
Yes.
You're right, we are. All right. Well, on that note, since we're coming up on our time, I think we're going to end it here. I've been your host, Nova, joined by my co-host, Mac, and we interviewed Elyse. Thank you for coming, Elyse.
Hey.
Yep.
So we're going to end it off here. Thank you for listening, and be sure to, listen more. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Alphabet Soup. Episodes are available on YouTube, Spotify, and SoundCloud, and be sure to check out our Twitter at AlphaSoupCast and our Instagram, Alphabet Soup Pod. Again, thank you for listening, and have a nice day.